If you struggle to finish Darce chokes because your partner's doing a good job hand fighting from the beginning, or you feel like your arms are too short, let's try this tip. My name's Nathan Haddad. I'm a black belt under Helio Seneca. I'm gonna show you guys a little hand fighting trick I've been working in here in the gym. A lot of times when we start from whether it's a front headlock or even from a situation where I have a partner in like a quad pod position here, it's hard to start to reach a hand through. So if I'm looking to do an anaconda choke, bringing my choking hand through the head, it's hard to bring my elbow deep enough to get this bite. And I have really long arms, okay? Same thing on a Darce choke. If I come through the arm here and now I try to make this, sometimes I feel like I can't get the bite that I want on my bicep or really on my tricep to get the pressure on. So one thing I've been working here is actually going elbow to elbow first, okay? And I'll show you why this works. So if we're looking at this from, let's say, an anaconda choke, okay? So I want my hands locked here. What I've been doing is when I find myself in this front headlock, I reach my right hand through. So I reach this hand through and I catch on my own elbow, and my right hand is actually gonna grab my left elbow, okay? And this is why I think this works really well. When I grab my left elbow, what I'm gonna start to do is make a rocking motion like I rock a baby here. And what this is gonna do is put some pressure on this side of Max's neck. And what my partner generally does here is they hand fight and they start peeling this hand. And if you watch how this plays out, I get here, elbow to elbow. So instead of me bringing my hands here, where now my partner comes up and fight my hands, look, oh, now it's a problem, right? Instead of that, I go elbow to elbow and I start cradling the baby here, and now Max starts fighting on that bottom hand, and look what happens. My hand rotates right up to the back and I'm in a perfect position. From here, if I want to look to finish, I keep everything tight. I put my head behind Max's armpit and I'm going to start to roll on my right shoulder. I'm going to take Max all the way over. So look how I put my knee down, my head goes through the space, roll all the way through, putting Max on his side. And now I start walking my feet to his. I'm gonna take my right leg, capture Max's top leg, and now I start hipping in as I squeeze my biceps, and I get a super strong finish on this anaconda choke. Okay, so again, all I'm doing here, guys, is reaching and grabbing elbow to elbow. So again, one of the problems that I find is when I start to connect my hands here, people grab them. And now I can't move my lock at all. But if I started, instead of connecting my hands, if I started by punching my right hand through, now when I put the pressure on and Max goes to fight my bottom hand, I'm gonna rotate you, Max. Look how he fights this hand off. When he pulls, my hand's free to just rotate up his back now. And now I start rolling and finishing. Okay, so again, from this anaconda, we come out, front headlock situation, elbow to elbow right away. I start putting this rocking pressure, Max fights my hands, my hand rotates right up. Now I drop my knee, I put my head in the space, I roll all the way through. Now from here I start walking to his feet. I catch this top leg, pull my heel to my butt. Now as I hip in, I squeeze nice and tight, and I get a super strong finish on an anaconda choke. Remember, you can do the same thing here with a Darce choke, okay? If you prefer Darce chokes, you can make the same adjustment. So now instead of grabbing my bicep here, elbow to elbow, I'm gonna grab here. So that's the only switch. Why? Because I wanna be able to, when Max strips my hand, just rotate right up. Right on the anaconda, I was here, can rotate. If I wanna go Darce on the far side, I'm now gonna reach this way. So I have my hand on the bottom elbow. As I make this rocking motion, Max fights my bottom hand, I switch in, and now I'm in a Darce choke where I can roll all the way through. Again, putting Max on his side, chasing his hips, finishing my Darce choke, okay? So we have tons of different options, all from this little hand fighting tip. Again, elbow to elbow, nice little cradle motion, and then we can start getting our lock a little bit deeper. Again, this helps me to make sure that if I'm looking for an anaconda, I have this nice and deep. Again, one more time, just here. I grab whichever elbow I want, big pull, hand up, okay? Try that tip, see if it helps get your elbows a little bit deeper. Guys, if you want to see my video on how to finish Darce chokes, Japanese neckties, and really just a basic setup to take our partner over to the hip, you can click right here. If you want my full BJJ library with hundreds of techniques that we teach here in the gym every day, you can go to coreprobjj.com right here.